You are now listening to the Q&E Podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Q&E Podcast, and you're here with your boy Q Hitch right now. And I got Eggert on the other line. Eggert, tell the people what's good.
What's up, everybody? We are reviewing episode 9 of Power Book Ghost, and this was crazy. It was so many emotions. I was laughing my ass off in certain scenes, and I was so suspenseful in others. And we got a lot of information on people, man, especially with Dante, bro. Biggest snitch of all time. What's
the Golden Globes?
The Golden Globes of snitching. So it was definitely a lot of shit in this one. We got a lot to look forward to for the season finale.
It's gonna be a whole lot of action, bunch of guns clapping for episode 10, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's too many people involved in this drug shit. Mecca or Monet knows about Mecca now. Kane is gonna feel some type of, or Mecca's gonna feel some type of way about Kane for revealing his secret. You still got Lorenzo on the hunt for Monet. You still got Drew around. He a big drug dealer now. We seen him kill before. And then you still got Tariq. You still got good old Tariq. You know he's still good for a kill or two here and there. So it's gonna be a whole lot of killing going on. And we didn't get that much killing this season other than Carrie.
We did it. It's a lot of bodies that gotta drop, bro. A lot of bodies gotta drop, bro.
Power is known for niggas getting killed. Like we haven't seen bodies
it's too
drop.
many people. It's too many people alive right now. I feel like Kane gotta die, Dante or Lorenzo, one of them gotta die. I've been saying Monet gotta die for like the past 5 episodes. So we need to see multiple bodies drop in this season finale.
I already think Kane is going to die. I think he even spoiled himself on Twitter because he ended up saying that season 3 was filming, and he implied that he's not going to be in season 3. So I'm just going to assume that he ends up getting killed. But I also think Lorenzo or Mecca has to get killed. And we seen it at the end of the episode that Monet ended up telling Mecca, like, if you want me to go away with you, you got to kill Lorenzo. So it has to be a death match by the end of this shit, bro. So we don't know who's going to end up making it out. Honestly, I would rather see Lorenzo go. He's been irrelevant to me this whole time. Mecca is more interesting, even though that nigga is a snitch. That nigga is more interesting of a character, but that's just me.
Honestly, I think they're setting him up, bro. I feel like Monet and the kids are setting him up. And this is what I think they're going to do. They're going to use the passports and the trust funds. They're gonna set Dante up and kill Dante. I also think Lorenzo could possibly die. If one of them die or both of them die, I don't really care. I would prefer, like you said, I prefer Dante to live instead of Lorenzo. But I feel like Monet and Kane are gonna be behind the setup of killing Dante and taking all of the passports and the trust funds and whatever money and all that, and they're gonna go away to whatever country, like he said. So that's my that's my theory for the season finale as far as his character.
And do you think Zeke goes along with them? I guess Zeke gonna be along because his career is done at this point.
I feel like the only form of him of really being successful right now is going with them. I know he'll be pissed off because of the truth and everything, but hey, you ain't got no other options. You ain't going to the league no more, and you already got an agent. So you can't go back to college anymore. Well, you can go back to college, but you can't play ball in college anymore. So
I was kind of confused on how easily he forgave everybody in that situation when it was him, Mecca, and Monet. Like, even though Monet ended up pouring her heart out and Mecca ended up agreeing with her with a lot of things that she said, it was like you were so ready to dive back into that Monet toxicity, and it's just like you don't have to dive in, bro. You can be by yourself.
She still lied to you.
She still lied to you.
Literally still lied to you. You to your face, bold face lie. You asked, did you have anything to do with Miss Milgram dying? No, I was here with Dante, and Dante bitch ass gonna agree with her.
He wanted to snitch no bad. You can see his instincts went on.
He wanted to snitch.
Like, I want to snitch, but I'm like,
he was looking at her like, you was not over here. What you talking about?
But this is the thing about that Carrie Milgram Monet situation, because we obviously knew that she wasn't at Dante's house, and we seen in episode 8 that she was at Carrie's crib. But did she kill Carrie? It still is hard for me to believe for Monet to actually do the killing and hang that woman, bro. It still takes a lot for me to believe that. I still believe that it was a suicide. Even though we've seen everything, we know that Monet is lying to Zeke still. I still feel like it was a suicide involved, and Monet just didn't string everything together and make the scene look like that scene, bro. I still feel like it's some other shit at hand.
I still feel like she lied. She lied at such a terrible degree because he asked you, did you have anything to do with it? Now, if he would have said, did you kill Professor Milgram? Then it would have been like, okay, well, if you did or didn't, like, you can be honest with that. But she lied and said she didn't have anything to do with it. You went to that lady's apartment and somehow, some way, she ended up hanging herself. Did you influence her to hang herself? Did you drug her and knock her out and then hang her? You had something to do with this.
Yeah, I can see that there. But I feel like a lot of people are not looking at this one point, and it's the Zeke being falsified, his age being falsified, and the story actually coming out to the press. I feel like a lot of people are looking at Lorenzo when they're not looking at Dante as the main culprit on why that story is out, bro. Who has been the person this whole season who has been telling Monet, let's go away, I want to get you away, I want to be with you, I can take your kids, we can go anywhere? Who has been that person, bro?
Dante.
It has been Dante the whole time. And what has been the main thing holding them back? It has been Zeke going to the NBA because that was Monet's exit strategy. If Zeke was still going to the NBA, that always would have been her main goal. But with him putting this story out, that wipes all of that completely away because now Zeke has no future. He does nothing other than basketball. He's not good at school. He has nothing. So he would have to go with the family over to wherever they want to go, wherever Monet and Dante want to go. So that's why he did it. He wanted to get Monet out of there, so that's why he wanted to get out quick as possible.
The two instances that I pulled from that theory that you're talking about of Dante being the reason his age got exposed. The first reason, when that drive-by happened, when they were at the basketball courts, and Monet asked him, did he know anybody who could have did it? He had that hesitating look on his face, like, oh shit, like I need to come up with an answer.
He set that up?
Huh?
Did he set that up?
Yeah, I feel like he set that up. Not now that we're looking back on it, hindsight, Dante set
possibly, yeah. Because they were just shooting at the trash can.
Yeah, they were just shooting at the trash can. They weren't really shooting at him. They were shooting enough to make it look like, hey, we're trying to kill y'all. And then the second part, he told Zeke, he was like, bro, I got a PR team that I can hire for you at any moment. So, hey, if you can get him to be praised with the PR, you can definitely use it to knock it down.
And also another point of evidence was, you remember when he was shooting back at the car, he was up, he was like open, he was able to get shot, and they did not hit him at the fuck all. Not even a shot close to him. So it's like, looking back, it's like, damn, like he was the person to set it up to make her think that it was Lorenzo this whole time that wanted to kill her for this secret to come out. So that shit makes so much sense looking back.
And Lorenzo, it doesn't make sense to be Lorenzo at this point because Lorenzo has been in prison this entire time. He doesn't have any connections. Only connections that man got is street connections. So he can't be the one leaking this information about your son. He can't be the one trying. Maybe he could be the one to set up drive-bys or whatever, but he doesn't have any men working for him right now. It's just him and his kids right now.
Also, why would he want to take down Zeke? Like, he has no beef with Zeke or anything. I got beef with Monet. I'm trying to kill Monet. Why would he take down some random stranger in his eyes down for something that he's not really a part of for real? He's really just been the cousin, and he didn't even know that he was Monet's son until a week ago or a couple of days ago. Why are you influencing him or putting him into this mess of a situation? It just doesn't make sense. So you have to look at Dante. It was Dante who did that shit, bro. But one of my favorite scenes of this episode, bro, had to be when it was the attorney. I think her name is Jenny. It was Brayden, and it was Trace. Trace ass was singing like a canary.
For real, bro.
Yeah,
he wasn't getting nothing out of it.
He was getting anything out of it. And that's what kind of confused me. I'm just like, he just snitching the snitch.
He was just telling, bro. He was really being a true sibling at that point. You know, when your sibling just aggravate you just because they don't get anything out of it. I think that's what he was doing.
Because he implicated Kane. He said Kane was involved. He said Tariq was involved with Kane. I don't know if they really knew that Tariq was dealing drugs. I think they probably assumed that he was dealing drugs. But one person's name that he never mentioned was Brayden. Brayden has been the your main right hand to Tariq this whole time, but you didn't say anything about him. That shit just felt real interesting, and I think that's why Brayden was looking so.
I thought he said he deals drugs with Tariq at school. I thought he said that. I thought he said
no. He was talking about Kane. He was saying that about Kane. He was saying Kane deals
Oh.
drugs with Tariq at school. He didn't say
Oh.
anything about Brayden because Brayden obviously his brother, so he's not gonna put him like that. But if they look close at Tariq, is what I'm saying, your brother is going to be a part of that. Because if they look close at Course Correct, who has been dealing this shit? The most of the time it's been Brayden around the campus dealing this shit.
It's been getting done. Kane came to your dorm room looking for Tariq, so you know something. Even if you're not involved, you know something. So giving up the information that you know this person now, like you know what's going on to a certain extent. And Course Correct has been streaming out of your room. So,
and that's why I think, bro, I don't know if he would have to die. Something would have to happen because we know that he has to testify for immunity for him and Brayden, so they won't be implicated in this murder case. I do think Tariq will get off this murder charge, but I think they will end up spinning the block and making it some sort of RICO or some sort of drug charge on Tariq of you've been dealing drugs, and then Brayden is going to be implicated in that case. And that's really going to be the downfall of the Western Empire. I don't think this is going to happen this season. I think that's something that we look at in season 3, but I think that's what's going to happen if Trace does not get killed next episode. Because this nigga is going to sing like a canary if you get up on that stand, bro. He going to start to sing, and niggas going to start looking at Tariq like, oh, this is what you've been doing.
And what are we going to say about Brayden and Tariq's relationship at that point if Trace gets killed, or if, like you said, the Western Empire just falls just because of the bad rap that Brayden has beginning tagging along with these people? Are we going to get a season 3 where Brayden and Tariq, they having a season where they really just beefing and not speaking to each other, and Brayden possibly grows on his own in this game? I don't know, because in the sneak peek for the season finale, we see Tariq in the courtroom, and guess who's walking in, possibly going to testify or be against him? Brayden. And Brayden looking at him like, bro, I got smoke with you. So I don't know what's going to happen with their relationship. I don't know if they just going to be not cool, but ain't enemies either, or are they going to go straight at each other? I don't know.
This is why Brayden has smoke, because we didn't even talk about it yet. Rashad Tate. He gave the incriminating picture to Rashad Tate. So that's out now. His father and the Sweeney congressman, that's out in the air now. That's out in the press. I think Tate ended up giving it to the current congressman now. So now that is something that we have to look forward to. And I think that's going to come out into like the actual press of, Weston and Sweeney are in blackface is going to be the downfall of their family. And the only person that knew about it was Tariq. So obviously Brayden going to have smoke with you, bro. Oh, this how you feel? You're going to be the downfall of my family? I can really tear you down just the same because I got just as much evidence on your ass, my nigga. Don't try me. And that's why I felt like...
And if he testified, he gets complete immunity. So even
that's what I'm saying.
Even if they family like reputation and possibly connections do fall, he's still not going to prison. He's still free.
And this is what he can say. He can say, yeah, Tariq was dealing drugs and I helped him because he forced me to. He said he has like some sort of connections with so many people that have killed before. I was scared for my life, so I felt like I had to deal drugs or some shit like that. He gonna make a sob story for the jury, bro. So y'all got to think about it like that. He can really take down Tariq if he really wanted to, bro.
I hope he don't though, bro. Because I like Brayden, bro. I hope he don't.
I fuck with Brayden too. I fuck with Brayden heavy, but it's going to be the downfall of his family, though, bro. It's like, all right, bro, you don't went too far. All of this shit Brayden really let slide off his back. You don't fuck with his girl. He had to break up with his girl and all that shit. Brayden done let slide with you. It's like, okay, the party stops here, my nigga. Like, all right, you done too much. I've helped you out this much, but now I got to rat you out, my nigga. I got to save myself. Because I'm telling you, it's going to spin around and it's going to come back like Brayden was the one that was involved in the drug dealing as well. That's going to come out, bro. So that's going to be a big storyline, bro.
Brayden got a choice to make. Hey, you say yourself or you say your dog. Say, I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do.
And funny as hell, that should be the title of episode 10, bro. Save yourself. Because there's going to be so many people relying on others to help them out when they should honestly just be thinking of save myself.
Just look out for yourself, bro.
Just look out for yourself. Because Dante worried about Monet and getting her out when really Monet is probably setting his ass up. He finna get killed, or Lorenzo ass getting set up. His ass gonna get killed. So many people are not worrying about themselves like they should be. They have other people wrapped up in their mess, and that's gonna get them fucked up, bro. At the end,
Effie too. Effie is working for Kane, but then also working with Tariq. So it's like, hey, you need to look out for yourself in this situation because you're trying to do stuff to help Kane out while also doing shit that Tariq might not approve of. Because if he let's say Effie did kill Lauren, even though we didn't see it, Tariq is gonna be pissed, bro. He's gonna be pissed and probably cut Effie complete off. And then at that point, is she just gonna build a complete alliance with Kane or Monet, whoever she decided to work? Because her and Monet, they kind of had like a conversation like an episode or two ago, I think, where I felt like Monet was kind of feeling her like, hey,
that's what I was saying that episode. Yeah,
you don't give me the regular girl vibe. You give me the vibe like you know what you're doing for real. So maybe she build an alliance with them or whatever, or maybe Tariq just don't find out because, like I said, maybe Effie did put Lauren in a better situation. If she did that, Tariq might be cool. But if she killed her, that connection is done.
But she looked so starstruck when she came back to the room at the end of the episode, and it gave you that vibe like, oh, she went through with it. Because look at the whole situation, bro. Even though Brayden was thinking about killing Lauren, he didn't. He gave her a bag of money. So when you rolled up on Lauren, she had a bag of money. So you know she's straight. Obviously, Brayden finna have her set up to go wherever she wants to with all this cash. So why would you put Lauren in your car to leave or some shit like that? It just feels weird for that to be the situation if she did not kill her. I feel like she killed her and put her in a different location.
Maybe she did that because the conversation she had with Tariq, she gets aggravated every time Tariq brings up Lauren. But Tariq, even if he don't want to be with her, he just wants Lauren to be safe because Lauren is not used to that lifestyle. He has to lie to Lauren every time it's just anything about his life for real. Because Effie even told him, she's like, it's not going to be a good fit for y'all to be together because you have to fake who you are around her at all times. But he just wants her to be safe now that she's part of the game at this point. So I think Effie was just so sad when she got home and laid with him. First off, because if you caught a body, you're not just laying down. You're definitely taking a shower. And then second off, I think she was just sad because it's like he has feelings for Lauren still, and she did something to help her out in the situation. So she probably
that's what he wanted though, bro. That's what he wanted though. And he's not going to have any contact with Lauren to know if she's okay or not because I don't even think he gave her a phone or anything like that. I think he just sent her away. She
can't talk to her parents or nothing.
Yeah, so you think Brayden put her in a good position. You don't even know Effie is wrapped up in it. And that's what gave me the feeling like and it honestly wasn't going to hurt Tariq if she was still alive. The only person it would have affected was Effie because she was jealous of Lauren and her having that type of hold on Tariq. And it could have affected Brayden or Kane. Those were the only two people it really could have affected and incriminated because Tariq was in the clear already. So it's like, you're not even helping out Tariq at this point. You're helping out some other niggas. It's like, yeah, Tariq gonna look at you crazy if you killed her because it's like, for what? Why did you do that? You trying to help up some other niggas I don't even bang with like that? Or I'm talking about Kane. He don't bang with Kane. But Brayden, obviously he bang with. But it's like, you doing that for what reason? Other than jealousy at that point will obviously be the main reason for that. And that's the only thing I can come to with Effie, bro. It just didn't make sense.
I don't know. She caught that body and went straight to bed. You a cold-blooded killer for real. You kill somebody, you come home and you don't shower? Oh no, I'm looking at you totally different.
That's gonna be a crazy situation because I see she was kissing on Tariq all on this next episode. I was just like, bro, don't tell me you kissing on this man and you got this nigga a girl 6 feet deep, bro. Like, don't tell me that, bro.
And you possibly working with the ops. I don't know what you are.
And it's crazy as hell because just a few episodes ago you was telling Diana, don't even fuck with Tariq. He ain't even worth your time. And now you in this deep with this nigga. You in love with this nigga this much. Well, you willing to kill for this nigga. It's like her arc this episode been crazy, bro. It went from not caring about that nigga that much to falling in love, head over heels. I'd rather kill a nigga to have you deal with this bitch again. That shit is crazy for Effie, bro.
What if Tate possibly scratched out his Brayden's dad's face so that way all you see is Sweeney or whatever? But maybe if Sweeney comes out and says, hey, it's not just me, it's what you call it too. So that kind of contradicted my point of like maybe he scratched out Brayden's dad's face, but I don't know.
But that wouldn't make sense for the scene we seen in next episode for Brayden walking into. It's like, why? When your brother already said he would snitch for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. It's like you have something against Tariq, and he has way more information on his operation than Trace does. Trace knows honestly nothing other than that one experience and that Tariq deals drugs, vaguely knows that. It's like Brayden can really take down Tariq, even though he's in a murder case. when you throw like some evidence, like drug dealing involved, it's like they'll add some more counts to your damn charges, my nigga.
For
Trust
real.
me. So
how is this? You know what's funny about TV shows, bro? The fact that this trial should be covered nationally right now, and it's only like closed circuit. It's a real closed circuit trial. You have a 18, 19-year-old college freshman on trial for double homicide. And one of those people is a former policeman. And on top of that, he could be dealing drugs at the most prestigious university in New York. How is this not covered on national television? It's just really a local story. Like, how do you keep something that small? That's just funny to me. That's how you know it's TV.
And it's crazy with that whole Tate situation and the secret coming out, because honestly, it didn't make a lot of sense for him to be a part of this case. I said it last week, and it still didn't make a lot of sense, but he could have played a huge hand in why Tariq could be possibly getting off in the near future when he brought up his brother and that evidence that his brother has been withholding this whole time about a witness has been saying they seen two people at the murder scene. Like, that was huge evidence that he was withholding, even though he came at the cost of his brother. He really scratched Tariq's back in that situation, because we could be looking at a possible mistrial if everything comes through. But we already seen the preview that they're still going to be in trial with Brayden coming up. But he did help out Tariq a lot in that situation, because now people are looking at Jenny and they're looking at the investigators a little suspect, like, oh, y'all withholding information. Like, what else are you withholding? Now we got to look at them shaking in the light, and that's how the judge looking at him. So it's like, okay, that he did scratch his back. So definitely appreciate it.
And somebody, I feel like at this point, obviously, we just gonna get in season 3, but I don't know how much it'll play a factor. Davis's brother, who Redman playing in prison, we definitely getting him.
I wrote that shit down. I don't know when we gonna see that nigga again.
Yeah, I really, it was just that one. I think they had 1 or 2 scenes. I don't remember, but
yeah. It was at the
they
beginning of
left
season
that
2.
Open.
It was at the beginning of season 2, and then it was at the middle of season 2, and then we never seen it. That shit is so interesting to me, bro. And then they just don't play with that shit at all. I understand that it's a lot going on, and these last 2 episodes have been fire, honestly. So I can't complain, but I feel like if you throw the Tate brother situation in there, because now and this is why Power was so good, the original Power was so good. Because even though Proctor was an excellent lawyer, way better than Davis, he had shit going on behind closed doors that they started to dive into that really made you fuck with his character even more when they started diving into his daughter, what he was doing behind closed doors when he wasn't with Ghost and wasn't with Tommy. That really made you fuck with the character even more and gave him more depth. I think that will do the same thing for Davis if you dive into his backstory a little bit and see where he came from and why he is the man he is and why his brother is in jail. It will make you fuck with the character so much more. Yeah. I think Power did that shit well, and I think Power Book 2 should go down the same lane, bro. It would make you so much more tied to him. That shit would be fire. And Whitman, we didn't get Whitman this episode.
Oh, yeah. Either. I feel like Whitman got to come back this episode, bro. He has to. Carrie's dead. He can't find out who killed her anymore. Whitman has to come back. And like you said, Drew's boyfriend, I feel like that scene when he visited him and seen the other dude closing there, that has to play a part in this season finale. It has to. We're going to see Whitman at least one more time in this show.
Because what if Whitman was following him the whole time while they were dealing off drugs? Because I think he stole the key card for him to actually steal the drugs or steal the stash from Tariq, and then sell the drugs with his dad. So what if Whitman was behind him the whole time, just collecting evidence or building a case against Drew? I don't think all of this will play out this season. I think we will see some of this get rolled over to season 3. Yeah. But I think that is a storyline because he plays such a huge character in the first part of this season, and we just see this nigga in spots throughout the season. It's weird. I think he will play a bigger part next episode.
Like the first 3 episodes, half of the theories was wrapped around him, and then he just went away. They were just like, hey, that old white dude, he was just like, hey, anything I say goes, you gotta leave. Never saw him.
That's what really got that nigga out of there. That's what really got that nigga out of there. Once he told him that, it was like, yeah, you definitely gotta get away. You definitely gotta get away. And going back to Dante being a snitch, bro. Why did he want his stuff back so quickly from Tariq? I feel like he just really walked into the blackmail with Tariq when he didn't have to just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was actually in that bag? I think it was, I think he had a ring in the bag. He had some passports in the bag, but you can get more passports. Why was he blackmailed into $2 million by Tariq just for being a snitch? And when nobody else knew this information?
because he's trying to. It's a time sensitive situation right now because everything going on with Tariq's trial that could possibly bring Kane and or other people of Monet's family into the mix and whatnot, and the whole situation of for Monet, Zeke not knowing what he wants to do and might go off on his own. Dante is thinking, I got it. If I want Monet, I got to get her and the kids out now. Like, we have to leave immediately. And in that bag, he probably had all the trust funds in there on top of the passports. And fake passports might take a minute to get. So the fact that you have time-sensitive stuff inside the bag of a time-sensitive mission, like that, it just blew him up to the point of, like, I need that bag right now because without that bag, I can't wait 2 to 3 weeks to get all this stuff back. So,
yeah. And that makes a lot of sense. And it honestly goes with the theory that he was trying to get out quick. And that's why he ended up releasing the story about Zeke, because he was trying to get out now. Like, hey, bro, we can't wait for you to be in the league for this story to come out. I'm trying to leave with your moms right now, bro. So we gotta leave. So that honestly makes a lot of sense, bro. And I think that's it with this episode. Anything else, bro?
No, like I said, I predict Dante will get set up. Which will lead to him getting killed this episode. I also think Drew might be the one to kill Kane, bro. Because in the episode preview for the season finale, you see Drew pointing the gun down on the ground. I don't think it's Dante. I don't think it's Lorenzo. I obviously, of course, don't think it's Tariq. It has to be Kane, bro. We both think Kane gonna die. I don't think Dante will do it because he loves Monet too much. I don't think Lorenzo will do it because he kind of respects Kane a little too much. It has to be Kane, bro. Drew is gonna do it. Drew is gonna be the one to do it.
I honestly, when I remember that scene, I honestly think that was Everett that he was shooting at, because I looked at it and I was thinking the same thing, that he was shooting Kane. But when I looked at it, like, the dude had like some hair on the top of his head, and you know that Kane got a low cut. So when I looked at the preview, I'm just like, that's not Kane that he's shooting. That's somebody else. Ooh. And it looks like Everett might have been getting a little too close to some information.
Probably.
Like, oh, I gotta kill you. Like, and then we're gonna look at the preview right now. Yeah, loose ends. Yeah.
You ready to do this or what? I'm in.
All's fair in love and war.
Why you backing out now?
I'm just saying we need to be careful.
We do whatever it takes for love.
You're not alone, okay?
We do whatever it takes for power.
It's him or me, Kane.
After this, you ain't never gonna be the same.
Now look at that, bro.
I tried to pause it at that part.
That's Everett, bro. Because that's Kane right there. That's Kane there. That's Everett, bro.
Oh, damn. Kane. Yeah.
That's Kane.
That's probably Everett. Damn.
That's
See,
Kane.
they made
Everett.
that scene go. They made that scene go by so fast. I could never pause it at the right second. It's like a nanosecond that they show, and then they go back because they don't want nobody to see what you just saw. But Quincy Hicks with the quick fingers. Thank you.
You do whatever it is for love. And that honestly confirms to me that Lauren was killed by Effie. It just is. And then she was kissing that nigga. She was all googly eyed. It was just like, okay, yeah, you geek for this nigga. You wanted to get Lauren out of the way. It makes a lot of sense. And another question about that preview was, why was Tariq in the field with a gun? Who was coming after Tariq like that?
That's what I'm saying. Monet could have been talking about him. Monet could have been talking. Her and Tariq been butting heads the whole season. So maybe it was some shit by Tariq or Lorenzo. Could be his dad. It's him or me. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. Because in that one scene where they were on the boat and they were talking back and forth, Mecca and Monet, it sounded like he wanted to just leave and go to another country, and she wanted him to kill Lorenzo first, but he just wanted to leave because he don't even want to deal with that no more. But Monet is like, nah, nigga, you got to handle business if you want to kick it with me. Obviously, being a part of the setup of one of them has to kill the other if I got to go off with one of them. So, yeah, he definitely has to kill. It's definitely going to have to be the match you wanted for the whole entire season of somebody has to die.
And that's why I think she's either setting Dante up to get killed, or she really wants him to kill Lorenzo, because, like, I think you pointed this out like last week. If she had to make a choice between Dante or Lorenzo, choosing Dante is the better option, because at this point Lorenzo just pissed the hell off at you, and he really almost might want to kill you for real. So if you're gonna pick somebody, you're gonna pick somebody who's offering you the better life. But she could be setting him up to just use his plan without him in it.
This is what she could be doing, bro. Oh, and they said it in the preview. It's a power play. It's all about power and love. She's doing this because she's going to end up getting Mecca or Dante to kill Lorenzo. She's going to kill Dante, and she's going to be and then it's going to be she's going to be the head over everything. She don't got to answer to nobody. She to connect now, so she can honestly get Dante people to listen to her because y'all have no leader now. But y'all see me around the facilities. Y'all know who I am. I'm the leader. I'm the connect now. And
as long as she got as long as she got the code, like how he gave Kane access to everything, as long as she got access to everything, and they know, like you said, she was the woman he been with, she's running everything. And she could be out the country while doing it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I don't even think she wants to leave the country. I think she stays because that's where the money is going to be. She can get Tariq back on track with the whatever was going on at Stansfield with the drugs. She can do whatever she wants since she's the connect now. She can have some sort of relationship, or she's the connect, so she can just deal out to whoever the fuck she wants. But she gets the two men out of the way because she will get Dante to kill Lorenzo, and she will kill Dante. That's how this season is going to end, and that's honestly how she survives, bro. Because, like you said, it's been a lot of times this season where you were like, Monet has to die.
She gotta die. She got to, but she got the master plan.
Exactly. She is the one finessing this whole situation, bro. Monet is the mastermind. I still feel like Kane will end up dying at some point just because of that tweet I seen, bro. Where I feel like he spoiled himself. I still feel like he will die somehow. I just don't know how. But I think Monet is really finessing everybody.
And one more thing, just to go, I didn't think about it till now. Just to go back to the scene of Tariq and Dante, I didn't watch the original Power, but I heard about how he threw in, how he knew Tariq's dad.
Lobos.
Yeah, and
Lobos is from Power.
Knew Lobos and all that. And he was like, when you get to hell, tell Ghost I said thanks or some shit like that. So I was like, damn, like I thought at first, I was like, was Dante in a previous show or something like that? But I was like, oh no, they were just throwing a connect in, like, hey, this future character actually knew a previous character and all that. So
it was slick. It was slick. If you knew Lobos, then you know Lobos was like early Power days. Like when Power was fire, that's when Lobos was around, my nigga. That's when Power was fire. So I know Lobos for sure. But I didn't know Lobos had that whole government situation where he was getting people overseas and shit like that in the military or whatever. But yeah, Lobos was a nice character. But anything else for predictions?
Nah, that's it.
All right, bro. You can hit them with the social media.
You can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at QANDE Podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Q&E Podcast. And our Gmail is QANDEPodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, and you can subscribe to our Q&E Media page. That is QANDEmedia.com. Follow our Twitter page, QE Media, and our Instagram page is QANDE Media. We appreciate you guys for listening. One more episode of Power. And honestly, we got Power Book 4 coming up soon. Force with Tommy coming up soon, bro.
Forget all that. The real show is coming February 23rd.
Yes, sir.
I want y'all to be ready. The real show is coming February 23rd.
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Franklin Saint and you'll get the answer.
Yes, sir, bro. Real niggas is coming back. So we finna be reviewing a lot of shit. It's a lot of shows coming up about that smack, that 80s and 90s lifestyle where they would smack you in the face with that shit. So definitely watch that. Definitely watch the Snowfall reviews that we got coming up. I think we're doing Power Book 4 about Tommy. And what else coming up? So we got a lot of shit coming up.
We could do a couple movie reviews if it ain't that many shows. We could do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I know stuff been getting pushed back, but Batman come out March 4th. So even if we don't do a movie for a couple weeks, you know, we got Batman coming up for y'all. And then I think after March, that's when some of the Marvel stuff start coming. We're gonna get a couple Marvel shows in the next month or two.
We finna be jam-packed high key, bro, because Snowfall is going to drop on the 23rd.
Power Book 4.
Power Book 4. Then you got Moon Knight coming out March 30th.
Yep, Moon Knight.
And then, damn, bro. Atlanta is dropping sometime soon, too.
Facts.
And we could definitely have some discussions about Atlanta. I don't forget what the actual release date for that was, but that was sometime soon because they dropped the poster like a day or two after Snowfall dropped their poster. So Atlanta is finally back for season 3. So that's definitely something that you want to keep up with as well, man. So
Facts.
definitely appreciate you guys for listening, and we out. Peace.